Now therefore, fear the Lord, and serve him in sincerity and in truth, and put away the gods which your fathers served on the other side of the flood, and in Egypt, and serve ye the Lord. And if it seem evil unto you to serve the Lord, choose you this day whom you will serve, whether the God which your fathers served that were on the other side of the flood, or the God of the Amorite, in whose land ye dwell. But as for me and my house, we will serve the Lord. And the Lord dropped in my spirit to share with you on today that it's time to make a choice. It is time to make a choice. We are in a place today when you look at the trouble of the world, when you look at everything that's going on, you have to know that playtime is over. Yeah. You have to know that it's time to make a choice. For when we look at Joshua, I got so excited. When God dropped this message in my spirit, I got excited, because I was looking at how God was allowing Joshua to renew this covenant with the people of God, that the covenant had already been established, and they had got so far away from the covenant that was made with God, he put Joshua there to have this covenant renewed. Yes. So when I looked at that, God put me in a place and I began to reminisce on the covenant that I had made with God. And when I had fell away from that covenant, and the things that had befell me, when I had fell away from the covenant, I promised God that I would serve him until the day I died. And when I broke that covenant, he took everything away from me. Come on now. He took everything away from me. But he gave me the opportunity to renew that covenant all over again. And a lot of us have made covenants with God. And we have broke those covenants. And God is giving them a chance to renew that covenant. And he said that it's time to make a choice. Yeah. We have made promises to God. And promises ain't nothing but covenants. And covenants ain't nothing but contracts. Think about being in business and when we sign that contract and say, we'll do this, we'll make sure this is done, we'll do this, and you won't have to worry about that. We sign that contract and then we default that contract, it costs us something. Right. And when we default the covenant, the contract that we have made with God, it's going to cost us something. That's right. Yeah. It's going to cost us something. But remember, it's not over until God says it's over, because he chastised those whom he loves. Amen. That's right. He's going to chastise us. That's right. And I was looking at this and I really couldn't get really deep in that 24th chapter. I had to go back to the 23rd chapter because Joshua reminded them in that 23rd chapter. He reminded them of all the things that God did for their forefathers. Everything that the forefathers had done, when you go back over there, Joshua reminded them of the history. Mm-hmm. Yes. So when he began to share with them how they was caught up in Egypt, how they were in bondage, and how God delivered them from the Egyptians, how they was trying to destroy them, and how God ended up destroying the chariots and delivering the children of Israel out of all the things that had fell down on them. Yeah. Mm-hmm. He delivered them out of that. Joshua reminding these people of that. And if you look at this, at that first verse, he said, in the 24th chapter, the beginning of the renewal of this covenant that they had made with God, he said, and Joshua gathered all the tribes of Israel. Yes. He gathered all of them. He called everybody. Yes. And then he began to deal with them and remind them of the things that God had done for them. Now we have to